Good afternoon, everyone. I wanted to come on and do a little continuation of where we left off yesterday. And before I leave to have to go to my cardiology appointment, we were talking about what I refer to as medical trauma. And I went over the rheumatology, what I faced trying to find a diagnosis, and how I was treated yesterday. Today, I'm going to touch base on my journey with the pain management doctors um, for the first time. So, in an earlier video, I told you that I worked at this local hospital, and this is where I first started my pain management journey. And mind you, at this point, I still didn't have an official diagnosis. This was back in 2009 is when I started with them. Um, 2011 is when the situation took place. From 2009 to 2011, everything was fine. I was being treated kindly, with respect. And then I had several intrathecal injections done. I had several ablations done of my SI joints during this time. And then come 2011, I was on medical leave, long-term medical from my job because it got to the point where I could no longer physically work. And during this process, I then lost my medical insurance. And again, after losing my medical insurance, I all of a sudden was treated as drug seeking. And I was flat out told this. In addition to, and now I think they still do this. I think you still have to meet with like a psychiatrist prior to doing the injections and stuff. At least we did back then when you first started out with them. And in addition to that, I was also accused of, not accused, but they wanted to say that my depression was causing the pain. Now, think about that. My depression was causing the pain. And mind you, I mean, I had mild depression since I had my first child at 18. Nothing severe. It was handled. I've been on citalopram since I've been 18. And, it wasn't that the pain, the debilitating pain 24/7 for several years now was causing the depression. They're saying that my depression was worsening my pain. Needless to say, um, I dropped him real quick, or he dropped me, so I guess I didn't have a choice. Once I got back on my feet and got my insurance again, back then when I was first going through all this, you're in you're in a depressive state. Yes. There's a lot going on. You're fighting for a diagnosis. You're being treated badly by these doctors that are supposed to be there for you. Um, I didn't know how to fight back then. I just took it and kind of went in a shell and hid there. Um, I have learned along the way. Um, I fight. I will give it right back. I don't care who you are or what degree you have. You know better than I am. Um, every new doctor I get, specialty wise or what have you, I choose. I don't let doctors just refer me. I will choose and do the research, and I will interview them. And that is how, I go through the process now, because I'm never going to be made to feel that way again. And for us as chronic pain patients to have to go through that and to have to feel that is so disheartening. And it is tough. And I know that I'm not the only person this has happened to. So I feel you, and I feel your pain. And, you might not be strong enough now to fight back, but you will get there. You're going to go through moments where you get angry. Use that anger and use that energy to fight back. I'm going to end this here. I got to go to the doctor here. I will see you guys later. Thanks.